Alright, this movie is a little bit special. I'm probably not going to go over the whole map. I just want to talk about this little section. This piece, that's the largest battle we've had to date. We've just resolved 4 hours of combat, running roughly from 10 o'clock on the 14th of October until 2 p.m. on the same day. I wanted to get to this point because I think it illustrates well two basic principles. The first is that it's always hard to know just how bad your situation is. You see Rochel's troops right there? Saxe, Weimar, and AG. That little bundle of blue just north of Erfurt. Those fellows are in the fight of their life, and they just don't know how bad they've got it. If you see down to the southeast, those are the troops of Marshal Davout, pounding northeast. They've got a reasonably good sense of what's going on, and the infantry and the cavalry in the north is going to be pursuing those troops of Arnim's over to the east, over to Weimar. The middle troops are going due north into Erfurt, hoping to close up the back of the Prussians. And that bottommost troop of foot, they're heading north as well, but they're going more to the road in the hope of being directed wherever they're the most useful. Marshal Lannes' forces, those around Gotha to the left, they're sort of stuck. The reason is the roads are jammed with troops, French troops. Marshal Murat's forces, well, they're the 4 units of horse that are surrounding that area just a bit north of Erfurt. They're the ones that are giving the Prussians such a bad day. Right now, the Prussians hold a slight, and I stress slight, numerical advantage, which will probably hold until the early part of the afternoon. If, however, they haven't broken through, and that is General Rochel's intent, to get to this road, which leads them hopefully out and closer to the Prussian main lines, if they don't make it, those troops are likely to be slaughtered where they stand. So we'll see. The other thing that this illustrates is just how difficult it is to know what you're supposed to do. You see Arnim's troops? General Blucher is over at Weimar, fretting. He and I have had an interesting exchange offline about just what he knows and what he doesn't know. And he took a guess, and he took a gamble. And he sent for Arnim's forces, and he sent for Scharnhorst's forces. History, if you ask Marshal Bernadotte, judges harshly people who don't come to the aid of their colleagues. The problem is, would he have been sending Arnim or Scharnhorst into a maelstrom, something from which they couldn't have survived? That's hard to know, and we won't know, because they're getting ready to head east. We'll pick up the rest of the story in just a couple hours, but I wanted to bring up this one because it's our first really big battle. So far, in the 2 rounds of combat, the Prussians have lost both, but only narrowly. The problem is their morale can only hold out for so long.